I built a sort of repository for Yoruba adages, proverbs if you may. This is how it works. It's a repository where you can go to fetch adages or search for an adage. For example, you are writing a speech, or you're preparing for a speech, and you need some proverbs to enrich your statements, and it's a go-to place to search for keywords. The way the searching works, it doesn't have to match your keyword, so you can search for semantics. Yeah, that's the word. For example, say an adage that talks about humility, or an adage about love. It doesn't have to match your keywords, so it will fetch all adages related to keywords to love. So it may be kindness. So since kindness is related to law, it's searched semantically, not necessarily strictly for keywords. So that's how it works. There is an AI LLM behind the scene doing the searching for you and comparing things. So before you can post an adage, a user can actually post an adage, submit an adage. Let me use it that way. A user can submit an adage, and it will get accepted on the other end. Then it will be available for people fetching. But right now, whatever a user submits doesn't have to go through the acceptance stage. So though it will be made stricter later. And need I add, these may not excite you if you're not a software engineer yet. Like, it may not excite you because what you're seeing is just some basic UI to display the way the backend works, not the rich front end. The front end will still join it later. But I just made this with Nest.js. So this is how it works. Before you can post or submit an adage, you will use these endpoints, these post user endpoints, to create an account. Then you use this is just an example data. It's just four properties. So your name, last name, email, then password. I'm not sure this kind of password will go, so you add something like a symbol to it. So it gives you a response. Yeah, a response like this. Then you can now log in. This is where you log in. Then use the authorize button below to log in. Once you are authenticated, use the post adage endpoint to submit your adage. To retrieve adages, use the get adages endpoint to fetch and search. So once you got your login details, once your login is that your creating account is successful, you click the authorize button to log in. So all these are just instructions. Type your email, blah, blah, blah. So your email will be here, your password here, then snowball this and click on authorize. It is authorized now. Close. That means you can submit an adage. So how does it work? It is hosted on Render. Yeah, it's hosted on Render on this server. Then let's try to fetch an adage. The whole API is fully documented, and the shape of your schema, you can see schemas down here. All the schemas used, except some that are sensitive that I hid. So all the schemas here, it makes it easier for developers. Like I said, this video is not for just random consumers, it's for developers. So it makes things easier for developers to know what they're dealing with, what they're expecting, and all. And it's strictly TypeScript. So you know the type you're expecting, there is no suspense or anything. So when you query an adage, I'll still do that. This is the kind of response you get. So it returns the Yoruba version of the adage, a close translation, an equivalent translation, example usage, and the poster. The poster will be name and first name and last name. So then the number of times the adage is copied. You can ignore this for now. So everything is documented, and some common errors you may get. So let me try fetching an adage. Yeah, the page it should start from, then the number of items you want per page. There is a limit under the hood in case somebody enters, say, 1 billion. You will get the limit when you try that. So say 2, or let me say 5. For now, we have a very limited number of adages at the backend. Or when the system is fully ready, that people are submitting adages, I know it will be filled up, and it will be a very rich repository for Yoruba adages. In the future, I don't know if I've said that. I'm thinking of adding pidgin proverbs to it, where people can go search for pidgin proverb, the English translation, and all. And yep. So you can search for a keyword. You can actually fetch without keyword or anything. So it returns a list of proverbs for you. For example, yeah, this is a list of proverbs. Say, the close translation, all lizards lie flat on their bellies. We can't tell which one has stomach ache. Then equivalence, everyone reacts similarly to your success stories. You cannot tell who is unhappy. Then example usage, blah, 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 number of times copied, the person that posted it, like that. Yep, we have this. Let me see if the counting is correct. Yeah, 5. Yeah. So you can also search for an adage, say, an adage about love. Or adage about love. Sorry for the an. Baba, will you load first? Then we have Eniafe Kishiwau. You can see it's about love. The one we love does not show flaw. So equivalent, we are blind to the faults of those we love. Blah blah blah, like this, and the similarity match. This is for the AI LLM, so you can ignore it. It's there for developers that want to maybe rank adages and all. Like I said, this display is for software developers who may want to consume these endpoints in future. Yeah, that's about it for fetching adages. Then for creating adages, it's also straightforward. You submit the Yoruba version, and I will make it in a way that your Yoruba, before it is accepted, it must have this, what do they call this? Diacritics. Yes, the diacritics on it. As you can see, the one I posted, though I posted some that do not have. Oh yeah, this does not have. Where is the fetch adage that I used earlier? Yeah, you can see it has the diacritics and all. Then some do not have. So it will be strict enough that whatever you're searching, you have the diacritics so that people can pronounce some words correctly. So to avoid making mistake in the meanings. So that's how that works. And lastly, not to make this video too long, lastly, if you are a designer, most of my applications, I should have said this earlier in case of people that will be too lazy. I mean, cut it. So lastly, if you're a designer and you understand what I'm trying to do here, and you would like to put a face to this backend thing, kindly reach out to me. Let's talk. Most of my previous applications, I just assume UIs to them. There is no designer's touch on them. So what I am mostly concerned about is, does it work? So the functionality part of it. But the world we are now, people will judge your application based on what they see immediately. They do not want to know if it's working or not. It's not fine. That's how they will say it and discard it. So I want some futuristic designs to it that will even accommodate more features. So if you're a designer and you are willing to work on this, kindly reach out to me. Let's discuss. That is it. See you when the front end joins the back end.
Ciao, ciao.